everybody, Gina Young is back, and I'm back with yet another amazing recipe. I am so excited, yet another day, because today at the Young's house, Gina Young is going to share with you all how easy it is to make a garlic butter shrimp Gina Young style. This recipe right here is absolutely amazing. It's so easy to make, doesn't require a lot of ingredients. And if you make a Gina Young style, hands down it's going to be so tasty. Y'all never had my garlic butter shrimp. Better make you some. Here are the lovely ingredients you're going to need. Now, I decided to get some jumbo shrimp. You can use large shrimp if you like. Okay, so I got about maybe 30 pieces of shrimp here. I have washed them. I have peeled and deveined them, and then I've had them dry with a paper towel. You will need 1.5 sticks of butter, and this is just a sweet cream butter, and it's unsalted. You can use salted butter if you like. You're going to need some fresh parsley. So I have some parsley here. We're going to be using some cornstarch, and in this ramekin, I have some Old Bay seasoning. I have some Cajun seasoning, and we have some paprika. We also have 2 large cloves of garlic. I got a really interesting ingredient. We're going to be using some chicken powder, and I have some dried parsley flakes, and we have some lemon. Make sure your hands are impeccably clean. Let's get started with this really quick and simple, yet so tasty recipe. I am so excited to share with you all how easy it is to make this recipe. And listen, let's just talk about something really quickly. This shrimp can be eaten with buttered noodles, ramen noodles, rice, rice-a-roni, potatoes, whatever you want to have this shrimp with. Listen, you could take some French bread, pull it apart, and really enjoy this garlic butter shrimp with this. You know, just like that. Okay, so this is amazing. It's easy. It doesn't cost a lot. And your whole family is going to love this here recipe. So now the first thing that I want to do is I want to mix together our spices. But now I also want to talk about something really quickly. If you do not want to use the chicken powder, it's okay. You can use salt if you would like. That's just fine. But if you use that chicken powder, listen here. It really takes this shrimp up a notch. Yes, it does. So let's do it. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to measure just using my hands, just like so. But I will be telling you, we're going to use a tablespoon of each of these spices. A tablespoon of the chicken powder, tablespoon of Old Bay, tablespoon of Cajun seasoning, 1 tablespoon of the paprika, and the dried parsley. So let's put it into a bowl just like so. All right. In this manner, let me know in the comment section below. Have you had something like this? Or have you heard of anything like this? You may not have, but if not, you are definitely in for a treat. You hear me? You are in for a treat because this recipe is so stinking good. All right, so now here is my Cajun and my Old Bay seasoning. I need to mix it together, and then here we go, just like so. If I haven't said, I hope y'all are having a great day today. I do. I hope y'all are having a great day. Now, I decided to leave the tails on anytime I make shrimp, and you'll notice that about Gina Young. When I make shrimp, I love to leave the tails on because I think it's beautiful. And me personally, I don't suggest you do it, but if you like the tails like I do, I eat the tails. Is there anybody out there? Somebody comment. Comment in the comment section and let me know, are you one of those persons that likes to eat the tails? I mean, I crunch down on the tails, whether I cook it this way or if I'm deep frying it, you know. All right, we're going to really season. We're not going to hold back on these seasonings, okay? And then I just want to blend everything just like so. And I really want these spices to seep down into this gorgeous shrimp for around about 15 minutes, even before we get started cooking it. I like for this to marinate at least 10 to 15 minutes. Guess why? Because it's going to taste better. Okay? The longer it marinates, it's going to taste better. All right, so let's do this just like so. And then when I come back, I'm going to show you what else we're going to do to the shrimp that makes it really interesting. So while we let our shrimp sit for a while, let's go ahead and take this time to slice up 2 large cloves of garlic. And if you don't have 2 large cloves, maybe you want to use 3 or 4 medium or small pieces, you know, because this is called a garlic butter shrimp. You want that butter taste. You really want that garlic flavor to shine through. Okay, and so that's why I decided to use a whole lot of shrimp. All right, so now take the time. Here's what I don't suggest. I just have to step in and say this really quickly. Now, I don't suggest that you use margarine for this recipe. Take the time to use some real butter. Get some real butter that tastes good. Okay, that's what's going to make this recipe successful, a real butter. So now I'm going to be taking the side of my knife and I want to whack this baby, just like so. It helps to compress the garlic, kind of crush it up a little bit, and it'll help to assist you to chop it down. And then it also helps to take the skin off. The skin was already off of this one. Okay, we're going to do the same thing there, just like so. Chop it up just like so. You don't want huge pieces. Chop it down as fine as you can, but it doesn't have to be minced, you know. Look at that. This is going to be so tasty. The butter sauce that we make is absolutely amazing and so easy to make. So now that I have the garlic nice and chopped up, I want to bring the shrimp back into the equation, and I'm going to lightly dust the shrimp with cornstarch. When you dust the shrimp with the cornstarch, it's going to give it somewhat of a little crunch. Yes, it is. It's going to give it a nice crunch that you all love. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. How about we do that right now? So I'm just putting this beautiful garlic onto this little plate here, and I want to take some cornstarch. Okay, lightly dust it, just like so. Maybe 2 tablespoons, but like I said, more than anything, we just want to lightly dust it. You don't have to get wild and crazy with the cornstarch, okay? Just making sure that every piece of this beautiful shrimp is coated in the cornstarch. Okay, if you have a rice flour, you can also use that as well. Okay, so I'm going to mix this up just like so in this manner. I'll be right back. So now I would like for you all to look in my pan because I want you to see how much oil I have in my pan. Really, it's not a lot. It's just 1.5 tablespoons of vegetable oil. You may like to use canola. You may like peanut oil or grapeseed oil or something like that, and that's just fine. But use 1.5 tablespoons. Okay, and then right here, we're going to use 2 tablespoons of this sweet cream butter. Oh my goodness. We want it to get hot, bubbly, and frothy. And a lot of people like to ask me, Gina, what does frothy mean? Well, once it happens in this pan, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you because when the butter gets nice and frothy, that's going to help your shrimp to cook up the way we want it to cook up. And let's talk about something else. Now, one thing that you can do wrong when you're cooking shrimp, if you cook it too long, it's like the worst thing. It's like the worst thing. It tastes like a rubber band, right? It's so hard to chew. You don't want that. Don't cook your shrimp too long. How will I know when my shrimp is cooked to perfection? Well, the color of the shrimp will change to a beautiful opaque color, kind of peach, pinkish, orangish color, you know. And once that happens on the one side, that's your indication to go ahead and, sorry about the lighting, that's your indication to go ahead and flip the shrimp over. It's almost as if we're going to cook the shrimp 3 minutes on each side. Everybody want to know what is frothy? This is frothy. That's what I call frothy. The milk solids are beginning to fall to the bottom of the pan right before the butter turns to a brown butter. Now it's safe to put our shrimp in, and what I don't want you to do, don't overcrowd the pan. Now you may also say, so what temperature are you cooking it on? This is on a medium high. Don't turn it up too high. It doesn't need to be on high. And don't have it too low. Having it too low, it'll just steam in the pan, you know. And then also overcrowding the shrimp, it will steam, okay? So we're just going to strategically put them in the pan, making sure that they're not overlapping on top of each other. And I tell you what, as soon as they hit the pan, all of those spices just smell so good. Shrimp is the best. Woo, you bet it is. And I'm going to be making some beautiful garlic butter angel hair pasta. You may see the box behind me, but it is delicious. It's so easy to make, and all you really have to do is just look on the back of the box. See how they want you to make it that way, use a little bit of extra butter like I do, and it's delicious every time. So that's what I'm gonna be having with this here shrimp. Now, it looks like I'm gonna have to do two batches, and I'm okay with that. I got nothing but time. When I come back, we'll flip these babies. Let's chop up some fresh parsley. Now, this is a curly parsley. All right, you can purchase a flat leaf parsley or a curly parsley, whichever floats your boat, you know. But you don't need a lot, okay? Just a little bit. And personally, this is really just for that bright green color to shine through. It's not really for flavor. And you'll see in this recipe, I'm not going to use a whole lot. I'm going to throw some of this in with that beautiful garlic butter sauce. So I'm going to show y'all how to make it so easy. It's so easy and it tastes good. Ooh, these shrimp is smelling good right now. How about we make our way over to the shrimp? Let's start flipping them over. Oh, yes. Uh-huh. Ooh, girl, you something else in that kitchen. Oh, my goodness. Uh-huh. And you know what? Oh, yes. You can really see the seasonings seeping through that gorgeous shrimp. Like I said, keep an eye on them and do not cook them too long. Great color. We're getting that beautiful crispiness that I'm looking for, that the cornstarch helps you to get. Somebody look at the shrimp. Ha 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 ha. Ooh wee, girl, listen here. You something else in that kitchen, you hear me? So now what we're gonna do, since the shrimp has kind of drunk up some of that butter, we're gonna put some more butter in, just about like a tablespoon, you know. My mouth is totally salivating, and guess what? I tried a piece. I had to. I tried a piece off camera, and it was so stinking good. Oh, the flavors knock you right off of your socks. Look at the other side. Oh my, and the goodness. All right, here's what we're gonna do. 1 more tablespoon of butter. You need it. Okay, more shrimp, just like so. Oh, yes, Gina Young style. So now what I want to do, I want to slice a couple of slices of this beautiful lemon here for garnish for our plate. Anytime I make seafood, I love to use the lemon or orange for garnish, okay? And then just throw a couple of parsley flakes on it, and it makes it nice and beautiful. Now with this half of the lemon, we're going to use it to squeeze it on our shrimp if you're one of those people that like lemon flavor on top of your shrimp. I'm getting a great smell coming out of this pan. Some of the shrimp have turned that opaque color. Let's go in and start to turn them over. Ooh-wee! My goodness, what a great meal, and how easy. This is a meal, listen, this is a meal you want to come home. You know, you might be tired after working. You want something good to eat, something that don't cost a lot of money, you know, and it doesn't take forever and a day to cook. This is your recipe. This is the recipe you want to make. Shrimp on a Monday night, that's what I'm talking about. Time for this batch of shrimps, to come out. And now we make the butter sauce. But one thing I don't want you to do, Don't wash that pan out. Don't wash that pan out. We want, look at this. Come get. Ooh, yes. You want for that shrimp flavor and all of those spices to be in that pan, because when we make this butter sauce, all those spices are going to release into our butter sauce. Okay, so let's get these shrimp out just like so, and we'll get started on this quick and simple sauce. I got my angel hair pasta, it's done, and I am excited. Let's go butter sauce. All right, 2 large cloves of garlic, 1½ sticks of butter. You can use 2 sticks if you want a whole lot of butter sauce. You know, really you can. And if you want to make more butter sauce than that, then you use 2½ sticks. Okay? I don't suggest that. But let's just say you decided to make more shrimp than what I'm using. Then maybe you do want to use 2 sticks. You know, look at this. Look at that flavor from the shrimp being pulled into this garlic and butter. Look at that, and look at this. Oh, girl, you something else in that kitchen. Now, here's what we're going to do to take it up a notch. I'm really getting excited, ain't I? I know I can be silly sometimes, but I tell you what, I'm having the time of my life sharing my recipes with you all. That's a little bit of chicken powder, okay? And then I'm going to put a little bit of paprika, just like so, in this manner. Not a whole lot, but enough, you know? You know what I'm talking about. Give it a nice mixy mix. So here's where I get excited. Now the shrimp, they will not go in until this garlic is cooked up. I want my garlic to saute, and I want that raw flavor off of the garlic. And so in order for that to happen, we got to cook the garlic sauce, the garlic butter sauce, for maybe just 3 minutes or so. Got to talk about something really quickly, because I love this here. I love it. Get you some, make you some. It's easy, and I put a little bit of chicken powder in there, okay? This is what it is. Our sauce is hot and bubbly. That garlic is nice and soft, and it's finely cooked. Go ahead and add your beautifully seasoned shrimp. And any liquid on that plate, throw it in the pan. All right, here's where life gets exciting. Yeah. Oh, man, you're going to get you a new life when you try this recipe. Okay, give it a nice shaky shake. A little bit more parsley. Look at that. Oh, girl, you see something else. All right, listen here. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Tell your family and friends and everyone you know. Tell the whole world about Gina Young, what I'm doing in this kitchen on a daily basis. Heavenly Father, we'd like to thank you for this here beautiful meal. In Jesus Christ's name we pray. Amen. Take a look at it, everybody. Gina Young style, homemade garlic butter shrimp. Make you some. And as always, God bless you all. Thank you for watching. Good night. Look at this. Good night.